You're lucky it wasn't hard. I mean, this thing, not my dick.
I just wanted some sauce on those zingers.
All right, everybody, welcome to the show. I hope you're having an awesome day. First and foremost, make sure you subscribe to Review Tech USA. Leave a like and a comment as well. It helps out in the algorithm. I upload content on a regular basis, and I stream on a fairly regular basis as well. And also check out my ASMR channel called Tech25 ASMR. I have an ASMR video of Philip Paul Burnell.
I like various melons.
DSP Gaming. No, I'm not kidding. I'll have links to everything I mentioned below in the description and top pinned comment. So we are back talking again about the new Xbox CEO who has replaced Phil Spencer, Asha Sharma. Again, I always bring up because it's very important here and it's very pertinent to today's topic that she was the head of Microsoft's CoreAI division before she became the CEO of Xbox with no experience in gaming. It was actually insane, and people caught the fact that all of her achievements on her gamer tag for Xbox started in January 15th, 2026. That was when that's when she first started getting achievements. Lifelong gamer, everybody. Now, I know I went into this yesterday, but it's so pertinent to what the Xbox co-founder, Seamus Blackley, says about the situation that I'm going to go into it again. Ryan McCaffrey over at IGN said, "Do I believe that AI is writing Asha Sharma's posts? No. Do I believe that an experienced gamer on the Xbox team may be helping her sound more like a real gamer with her social replies? Yes, the handful that she has. Do I think it's a bad idea for her to try and fake this? Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with him." And this was her reply to her posts and her gamer tag, and it's very telling. "I agree, faking would be a terrible idea and wouldn't work. I also didn't expect my gamer tag to blow up. How you didn't when you're becoming the CEO of a gaming division of a company is beyond me, and the reality is more boring. I created it recently to learn and understand this world." Understand this world. Now, look, I'm not all about, oh, you need to game 47 hours a day, but Microsoft, you hired someone who is the head of a gaming division who isn't a gamer, who doesn't understand gaming. That tells you all that you need to know. That tells you all that you need to know. Anyway, she says that her gamer tag was shared with her family, and she made it where each person in her house has their own individual gamer tag now, so you could see what she's actually playing. So you combine everything together with her talking about AI and being the head of Microsoft's CoreAI division, and her talking in an interview about how she wants AI to help increase birth rates. No, I'm not kidding.
The thing like I think about at night, outside of, GPUs is, I think about like, will my son have classmates in the future? And that's not because agents are going to replace them. It's because the fertility rates are declining, right? Like the average birth rate in the 90s when we were growing up was like 3, and now it's 2.3. And in 2050, it's estimated to be below replacement.
With all that, it seems like the writing is on the wall that Microsoft is just looking to get rid of Xbox. They want to be an enterprise company. They want to be an AI company. They think that the entire future is going to be based around AI, whether the consumer wants it or not, it seems like. And she was hired essentially to end Xbox, at least in its current form. And Seamus Blackley, the co-founder of Xbox, compares her, and it's an interesting analogy, to a palliative care nurse at a hospice. Blackley actually was interviewed by GamesBeat, and this is what he had to say. "Satya Nadella has made an incredible number of bets and invested an incredible amount of money and credibility in the transform model AI future. Xbox, like a lot of businesses that aren't the core AI business, is being sunsetted. They don't say that, but that's what's happening. I expect that the new CEO, Asha Sharma, her job is going to be as a palliative care doctor who slides Xbox gently into the night." What I think he's saying there too is that Xbox sees any kind of consumer product, minus Windows, which they're failing miserably with Windows 11 right now, Any kind of consumer product to them is not what Microsoft is interested in. And they are looking to get rid of all of their loose ends, and they consider Xbox a loose end. He continues here, it just seems really true. I imagine asking somebody if it made sense to put a major motion picture studio into the hands of somebody who didn't like movies, or a major record label into the hands of somebody who never listened to a live show, which is very true. She even said, I'm learning this business. Why would you hire someone who doesn't have business experience for a huge division that you have like Xbox, unless you want their expertise in a different field to be brought into this division? That's exactly what Microsoft is looking for. They want AI everywhere, and they want someone who has expertise in AI, like Asha, to take over the Xbox division and just dissolve it, essentially. He continues, the natural consequence of the focus on AI is that AI abstracts every problem from the minds of the executives who believe in it. We're abstracting the problem of games as well. There's a core belief, and you could see it in what Satya Nadella said, that AI will subsume games like it will subsume everything, meaning that AI will be a part of every single facet of every industry and every part of our lives, whether we want it to or not. He goes on to say, whether or not you agree with generative AI, Microsoft is ushering all of its business units towards it, including gaming. That is in no way surprising, he said, because Microsoft wants AI in every facet of their business. It would have been shocking if they had somebody in there in a meaningful role who was passionate about games, passionate about the creator-driven business of games, because it would be in direct conflict with everything else Microsoft is doing. Microsoft is a company that is now about enabling its customers by enabling AI to drive things. That's at odds with the auteur model of any art, but specifically of games. Microsoft doesn't have the problem that Apple does, or that Netflix does, where they have an auteur-driven content model to manage. Games are the only place where they have a content business, and they hate it. They see way more money in AI and enterprise business, and Microsoft sees Xbox as their loose end, and they want to get rid of that loose end. He goes on to say, too, that essentially her statement that she first came out with was a corporate slop statement, even where she said she didn't want AI slop in games. He doesn't buy it. And I don't buy it either. And what he says is, if Asha Sharma is really looking to revive Xbox or put it in the right direction and not just kill it off, why doesn't she go hang out with people like Shuhei Yoshida or Reggie Fils-Aimé or Peter Moore, people that were in the industry, that were passionate about the industry, and learn from them? But she's not going to do that, because that's not really what she's there for. She's not there to make Xbox great again. She's there to make the death of Xbox as smooth and as painless as possible for Microsoft. What I think should bother you the most, and what bothers me about this AI push in general, is no one wants it. No one is excited for AI. There's benefits to it as a tool, but they're trying to make it just take over every facet of our lives. They want to make it that no matter what kind of work you do, whether it's creative, whether you're in the medical field, it doesn't matter. They want it to not only do all the work for you, but to essentially replace humans. How are you going to get people excited for, hey, here's your replacement. You're going to be completely useless because machines are going to take over everything. How are people going to get excited for that? Oh man, I can't wait to lose my job. Oh boy, I can't wait for AI to take over and Peter Thiel to become an AI god. He literally wants to do that. There is so little enthusiasm for AI. And to see it is frightening. It should be very concerning to you to see when the corporations are trying to push a product that no one wants and they don't care. That's a very ominous sign that I think that a lot of people aren't paying attention to. Yeah, you always hear about everyone hating AI, but you don't think it's bizarre that a company is still pushing something as much as all these corporations are pushing AI when the consumers don't want it? And they're like, we don't care, you're taking it anyway because you don't have a choice. I don't know where not only the gaming industry is going to be, but where the tech industry as a whole is going to be if we keep going in this direction. But like I always say, their main goal at the end of the day, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Microsoft, you name it, is they want us to be beholden to have all of our computing power, all of our entertainment, everything we do to be in the cloud. So if you want to continue doing video editing, doing anything else, you got to continue to pay subscription services for the rest of your life. And on top of it, you'll own nothing. And if you don't own anything, that means the corporations have more control over you. And that is exactly what they want. The surveillance state is already out of control, and it's going to get even worse. And I do agree with Seamus Blackley. When you look at all the signs and you look at Asha Sharma's history, she's not there to save Xbox. She's there to kill it off. This is Rich, Review Tech USA, signing out. Have a good one.